This is crazy, bro. When you actually think about it this way, it's pretty crazy. Us men, we do the best we can to set things out there, to put things out there straight. And unfortunately, every single one of us know how much women hate the truth. They can say they don't, but when we tell it, it causes problems. So, and here's the bad thing about it. Here's how this causes a lot of issues, and how this is how a lot of these types of things end up happening. We don't lay it flat to women for so many years because we're told, don't do that. Don't tell them these things. Don't tell them the truth. And life goes on. They mess up so many times. They don't live strictly in reality. They're living in a fantasy. They think things are something that they're not. And it causes a lot of problems. It causes for reality to come and smack them so hard. Most of the time when it's too late. You try to tell them, bro, you try to tell them the truth. And we're just told not to. We even try to do it even though we're told not to, and it causes problems. So we stop. And that's why so many men lie to women. And I don't lie to women. I'm not easy on women. I don't take it necessarily easy on them. Like, I'm not just so straight at them off the get-go, but like when it comes down to it, I'm gonna tell them the truth, and you're gonna see the look in their eyes, like, oh my God, they'd never heard of that before. They'd never heard of the things you're telling them right now before ever, and it's like, yeah, this is actually how it is. And because of this, a lot of the time later on in life, reality hits them so damn hard. It doesn't happen to every single one of them, but it happens to an awful lot of them. And it's not good. It is not good. As a woman, you want to live in reality as much as you possibly can, as young as you possibly can. That's definitely what you should do. That's what you should aim to do. And a lot of women today are avoiding it. They're avoiding it, and it's causing a lot of problems. By the time they want to get things right, they're going to be saying by the time they're 30, 35, 40, how much they didn't know. And that's because they've been lied to. That's because they've been presented with the truth. And they played their games and they ran away and they avoided the truth. They avoided accountability. They just kept running all the way to their old. All of a sudden they get older and things start to change. Life is not what it was. It's because you get older. That's what happens. We even try to tell them this. Oh no. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Yeah. It will. I promise you that. I'm not trying to scare you. It might sound scary. This might come off as scary. I'm just telling you the truth. And this is why we can't tell the truth. So it's like this thing that's going on, and yeah, reality hits them pretty damn hard, and it's like, I told you so. We try to tell you. Men don't want to lie to women, but most men today do because they have to. I don't engage in that kind of shit. There's no point. I just lay it down flat, and they're going to take it however they're going to take it, and that's the way it's going to be. I can't do nothing else. I really cannot do nothing else here. And they're going to be super frustrated, bro. They're going to be super frustrated when it comes down to it. In the end, they're going to see what it's really like, and deep down in the pits of their chest, deep down in their core, reality and the truth does hit them at some point, and it smacks them, bro. It hits them very hard, and they do not handle it well. Some of them will continue, like sometimes it's so bad for them, they'll continue to live in that delusion, and it only eats them more and more and more. I'm not making this video to bash anybody. I'm just saying, bro, this is reality. It's shit that actually happens all the time. You guys have no idea what I've seen. You guys have no idea the conversations that's been had. Like, anytime, like, I could give advice to younger females, like, anytime you think it's cool to just act like your shit don't stink, you're gonna play these games and all this type of stuff, like, you have no idea the only person you're playing is yourself, because it's gonna come back on top of you. The best opportunities that you've ever had are gonna come when you're young. It's not gonna come later on. If you believe that, you're gonna be terribly mistaken. This is when reality actually hits. When you're young, you can, like, things are so just easy that it feels like this is reality, until all of a sudden it's not that way no more. Life changes for women all the time, just like it changes for us. Us men, we get hit with reality very young. Most of us, it happens very young. For me, teenager. Oh my goodness. I never knew stuff like this could happen. And it happens. It hits. It wakes us up. All of a sudden, by the time we're in our mid-20s, successful, good head and our shoulders, directly inside of reality. And then at that time, we get to experience similar experiences these younger females will experience when the ball's in their court. That's what we start to experience. But the difference is, we keep that for the rest of life. As long as we stay on top of our shit, we keep that the rest of our lives. For women, Father Time gives you your gifts very young. And with that being said, he also takes them away. So if you take that for granted, if you think life is just so good, life is just so easy, this is just going to be amazing. Oh my God, I have it so easy, I have it so good. They don't even say this publicly, but they think this way. They think they can do whatever they want to whoever they want. They think they can play the best guys. They think their value is higher than the best guys. And if that's your mindset, and they're not going to say this, but it's how they operate. It's how they think. Because their actions speak for itself. It's what they do. So if you continue these ways, you'll be the exact female that I'm explaining in this video when you get older. Reality's going to smash. The only thing you're going to be getting smashed by is reality. And you're not going to take it well. The thing is, you can start to live in it. You can start to make changes. It's still not going to be the same. The only shot you have is to get it right as young as possible. That's your only shot. Like, and the crazy thing is, some of them are so delusional still to the point where they think it's not this way. It is this way. They also have no sympathy for what the male experience is like. They can't even think about it. We can think about your experience. We know exactly how it is. You guys have no idea what the male experience is like, because the only damn thing you think about is your own experiences. And I'm not saying you have to, but I'm just saying this is the way it is. Women can have a very easy life if they just make the right decisions. You can also have a very hard life if you really mess things up about 100 times, because that's the reality of a lot of modern women today. Like, It's not just one guy that was this opportunity for yourself, bro. Some of them mess up hundreds of times. With hundreds of great opportunities, they could have had life-changing opportunities. And all of a sudden, those opportunities just vanish. And not one is left. Because you're not looked at the same. This is reality of the world. You can hate me for saying this. Somebody in the world would not like me for saying the things that I'm saying right now. Which is crazy. Because it's not to bash. It's just the truth. Which is why most of the time we can't even tell women the truth. Most older women can actually hack to hear these things a lot more than younger women, because the older you get as a woman, the more reality hits. The more you start to see, oh, okay, this is how it is. Because when you're young, everything's going to be so easy. Opportunities are going to be coming at you left, right, and center. That's just how it is. You're wanted and desired that much because of what could be if you were to get the right thing and just to build the right life properly. It could be incredible. But the sad reality is, so much of this happens, and today, they're getting it so wrong. They're getting it so wrong. It's like every move the younger modern woman makes, it's like it's the wrong move. All the way up until that reality smacks you, and then, oh, now I want to make the right move. Now that it's like this, now you want to make the right move. Now you want the right thing for yourself. But you didn't want it when it was right there. You want it when it's too late. You want it now that you can no longer have it. And this is typically what happens. I be cooking some meat, bro. There's some ice being made right now. I don't know if you can hear it. In the freezer. Be spitting. But, this is just the way life is, folks. So if you can't understand it, that's your own problem, because you don't want to listen. There's many times as well, the truth has came around to females and they just avoid it. They avoid, they run. They think they're right, they think they're doing the right thing. Until all of a sudden they realize every single thing they've ever done was a wrong move. Every single thing they've ever done that they thought was right was wrong. And reality hits. They end up being super frustrated. They end up being super not in a good place. And that's the reality that comes. And I could see this happening to a lot more. To a lot more of them later on. Like, men want what they want, just like you want what you want. So you better know what you want, and you better know when to get it. As for a man, it is very important that you allow reality to hit very young. Some guys keep going through life to their 20s, still trying to chase girls, still out there drinking, trying to have all these experiences, and it's like you never based yourself as a man to build a great life. You just kept doing the wrong things. That's when reality's going to come for your ass, so you got to get shit right ASAP. And the best thing that can happen is getting hit young and early. Because I had those experiences young and early. And it paid dividends. At the time, it's like, damn, not fun. This shit sucks. This shit hurts. This shit is not cool. This shit is dreadful. This shit hurts. You go through these isolation phases. You go through these phases of picking yourself up and becoming the best you can be. You become motivated. You just self-motivated, self-driven. On days you're not even feeling it, you get up and you do it anyways. You perform. You pick yourself up. You shake the dust off, and you become him. You become that guy over time, and then you're in the position that a younger female was in when she had the world coming at her. Now you're in that position and you start to realize what it's like. But the difference is you have created yourself into be that person while those things just came to her. So it makes it hard to appreciate it. It makes it hard to actually make the right move during those times when there's such an abundance and you've done nothing but exist. And that's why a lot of them mess up, because we don't tell them the truth. And we should. We should. But the problem is too, some of them will not hear it. Some of them don't want to hear it. Like they will literally run away. Like if you try to tell them something, bro, they're going to run away. That's how much they don't want to hear it. That's how much they think they're right. Until all of a sudden you're not right. Reality smashed you. And that's the only thing you're getting smashed by is reality. Nothing else. All kinds of things happen left, right, and center. All kinds of these crazy scenarios are coming your way. When it used to be nothing but these good things, these opportunities. Self-awareness is very important when it comes to both men and women. Self-awareness. I've always preached it on this channel since the day I've started. Self-awareness is huge. You have to be self-aware. I'm super self-aware to the point where it's like, I'm self-aware myself and I know things about other people that they don't even know what's happening. They don't even know that I know. They don't even know certain things. They'll do certain things and they don't even know they're doing it, but I know they're doing it. That's the level of self-awareness I'm on. Like I might as well just own you at this point. I might as well just pick up a controller and start to move you around Earth so you can have a better life instead of you trying to do it by yourself. Type shit. And that might sound crazy, but you'd be better off. Guys, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. Shouldn't say stupid, just very not self-aware. And you know, self-awareness is also a skill. You could be super school smart and all this stuff, but it's just that dumbass bimbo or some shit like that. Like, just looped in the head. You think things are what they're not. No lies detected here, folks. Like I said, this is why it's important to tell women the truth. That this is why it's important for when things happen to you as a man, you let that motivate you. You let that build you up. You don't try to chase something else. I know a lot of guys that things happened, didn't go their way, and they downgraded. They went to another situation where it's like they go into a lesser situation because they wanted an easier life so fast. That's not what you want. You want life to hit you hard to make you realize, you know what? God wanted this to happen to me to show me right now I ain't shit. But he knows you're the shit. That's why he wanted this to happen, so you become the shit. If that makes sense. That's what you want happening. You don't want someone you were with to do you dirty and then to settle for something less. He wants you to pick yourself up after those things that have happened, to use that as a stepping stone to become the person you're supposed to be. You don't take her back. When you start to level up, this is what will happen as well. And I want to make a video solely on this pretty damn soon as well and elaborate more. But when you become that guy and you start to level up and you get better, best believe that person that done you wrong, there's a huge chance they're going to come back. You had that glow up, you're a completely different person. You just shine that much brighter. And like, you could have been already good before then, but you're just like on another level now. And it's like, they want a piece of that. That person that done you dirty, they want you again. They want that again. They want you now. Because they see, oh, I couldn't break this person. I could not break this person. Now I want them. Look how solid he is. I want this person now. You keep working. Let that situation motivate you again. No way. Turn them down. Let it motivate you again. Keep going. Keep pressing. Keep pressing. And all of a sudden, you have an abundance. That's how it's going to go. You're going to end up frustrating these individuals very much. You're going to end up pissing them off. And rightfully so. They pissed you off. They get their karma. You didn't do nothing personal to piss them off. You just lived your life. You just did what you were supposed to do. And that's enough to piss them off. Rightfully so. Because that's karma. The reason why some people don't think karma is real because they don't make the right moves. If you get done dirty and you just wallow in self-pity and you don't do nothing about it, God's going to be like, you know what? This person's weak. I'm not even going to give this other person karma. I'm going to let them get away with that because this is a disgrace. But if you pick yourself up after things happen, you know what? That person is worthy of karma. So I'm going to elevate this guy or this girl and they're going to receive karma. And that's how it happens. You got to be smart in life, folks. You have to be smart. And there might be some younger women that's smart in ways, but you're also a lunatic in other ways. And this is just me saying it as it is. It's the truth. Like a complete lunatic. You have no idea what's happening. You have no idea what's coming for you later on. Like you must get it right. And you must get it right now. Otherwise, you're not going to like what's coming. You're not going to like it. Like, I'm just being real. You're not going to like it. Whatever's coming your way, you're not going to like it. And you're going to be pissed when that guy you want don't want you and he got someone else better than you. You're not going to like that. That's going to make you mad. That's going to frustrate you. And then you know what happens? You have to lower your standards now. You have to end up with somebody that when you were younger, you thought you could have done way better then. But now you're in that position because of your own decisions, because of your own actions. And this is just the truth. Which is what a lot of you don't want to hear. But it's the truth. And this is why my whole point of this video is a lot of the time we cannot tell women the truth, bro. It's like, you just can't. But they beg us, tell us the truth. We want to hear the truth. Don't lie to us. And then we tell the truth and it's a huge problem. And I mean, they do want to hear the truth, but they don't, if that makes sense. Like they don't want to be lied to. Nobody wants to be lied to. No woman's going to come up to you and be like, lie to me. Nobody wants to be lied to. But it's almost like you're forced to as a man in a lot of situations because you just can't say it like it is. So that's a lie. If you can't say it like it is, that's pretty much a lie, right? No? Right? No? Yeah. Especially if you know the truth and you prevent yourself from saying it like it is to protect her feelings. That's just going to make you have even more feelings and more hurt later on for yourself. Which is not, if they could only see ahead of time, bro. But they're not that logical, you know. They're just not that logical. They just think things like how they are right now is just, it's just, this is how it is all the time. Things change. Just like for a man, things change. Just like for a man, you could be the stud of the studs when you're young. You could have that girl that, you know what, you probably should be with her, but guess what? She does you dirty. She breaks your heart and it wakes you up. And then you become even better. You become the hymns of the hymns. That reality hits you. And then you become who you become. And then that's your reality. So life changes for men and women in different ways at different times. Typically, it's a woman's world young, and it's a man's world later on, if you do the work. But here's the thing. Women could have it good throughout their entire lives if they just made the right decisions. That's the thing. Like there wouldn't be a phase you go through where it's bad. And as for a man, you're going to go through a bad phase at least once. Women could get away with it forever. As for a man, maybe unless you're just come from a rich family, given everything so easily and just all these opportunities, maybe then. But that's like less than 1%. So as a man, most of the time, you're going to go through a hard phase. And if women were just smart, they could just have it so good for the rest of their lives. But it won't be that way for the average modern woman anymore because of simply how they are. And I don't care if this comes off whatever way you want, but they are very arrogant in their ways, bro. Like they really don't know. And here's me telling you the truth, which is what a lot of them don't want to hear, but it's the damn truth. Like you have no idea how actually bad it's going to be. Guys are going to want to, and that's it. It's going to make you so mad. It's going to frustrate you. They will even sell you a dream. They will even lie to you. They will make it seem like they're so down for you. They smack, they clap, they do what they do, and they're gone because they got what they wanted. If you're young and beautiful, if you have it, it's going to keep him around. You can lock him down. You can keep the man you want. But if you're not that, I'm telling you full well right now, you're not gonna. And this is a cruel reality of the world. People want what they want. Women want what they want. Men want what they want. And I don't see anything wrong with it. You just gotta be smart. You gotta play your cards right. You can't be a dummy. You can't be a loose bimbo. Loosey-goosey in the brain. You have to be smart. You gotta play your cards right. Otherwise, it's gonna be a fucked up world. It's gonna be a messed up world. And this is the reality of it. So it's on you. It's on individually. It's on every single person to get it right. So instead of being young and dumb, instead of being stupid for a long time, you can afford to be young and dumb for a little period of time, even up to a couple of years. But if you're young and dumb until you're old, you're screwed. Regardless of who you are, you're pretty much screwed. For a man, you have a better chance to get it right in your 30s, let's say. If you mess up your entire 20s as a man, you would have it easier to get it right in your 30s and for the rest of your life. For a woman, you're pretty much screwed. Unless you get real lucky. Because it can happen. But don't take in this video real lucky as your way out, because, you want to start moving very, very correctly. And I'll end the video there. So get your shit straight. Get things right. Know the world and know how you have to move. Otherwise, it's going to be a messed up reality, bro. It's going to be messed up.